Did you know that ginger, despite its numerous health benefits, can be harmful for certain health conditions? Yes, you heard it right. This culinary mainstay, celebrated for its potent medicinal properties, has a flip side that's often overlooked. Ginger, the fiery root with a strikingly robust flavor, has been a part of culinary and medicinal practices for thousands of years. Its various health benefits are attributed to its rich content of antioxidants, anti-inflammatory compounds, and bioactive ingredients like gingerol and shogale. From easing digestive discomfort, reducing nausea, to combating inflammation, ginger boasts an impressive health-boosting profile. But there's more to this story. Just like a coin has two sides, ginger too has its other face. A face that's not so friendly for certain health conditions. Yes, despite its health accolades, ginger may not be the best fit for everyone. There are certain conditions that can be worsened by ginger, some of which might come as a surprise. Consider this a friendly caveat. We're not here to demonize ginger but rather to shine a light on its lesser-known aspects. We believe in informed choices, and knowing both the good and the bad is crucial when it comes to our health. It's like a two-edged sword. While ginger can work wonders for many, it can throw others off balance. That's why it's essential to understand the nuances of this potent root, and why it might not be the magic bullet for everyone. So, let's peel back the layers, let's explore the other side of ginger. Let's delve into the specifics of how this seemingly harmless root can become a concern for those with certain health conditions. Remember, knowledge is power, and understanding the dual nature of ginger can empower us to make better, more informed decisions about our health. Now let's delve into the specifics and discover why ginger might not be the best for everyone. First on our list of health conditions that can be negatively impacted by ginger is blood disorders. Ginger is a root that's often celebrated for its health benefits. It can soothe an upset stomach, reduce inflammation, and even help fend off the common cold. But like any good thing, it's possible to have too much of a good thing, especially if you're dealing with certain health conditions. One of these conditions is blood disorders. While ginger has a host of benefits, it does have a dark side, especially when it comes to blood clotting. You see, ginger can interfere with the process of blood clotting. It's a natural anticoagulant, which means it prevents the blood from clotting. This might sound like a good thing. After all, blood clots can lead to serious conditions like strokes and heart attacks. However, for people with bleeding disorders, this can be a risk. Bleeding disorders are conditions that affect the way your blood clots, and if you have one, your blood may not clot properly. This can lead to excessive bleeding, even from minor cuts or injuries. Examples of bleeding disorders include hemophilia and von Willebrand disease. These conditions can be life-threatening, particularly if they're not managed properly. And consuming ginger with its anticoagulant properties can complicate things. So if you're a fan of ginger tea, ginger cookies, or fresh ginger in your meals, but you also have a bleeding disorder, it might be time to rethink your diet. That's not to say that you have to cut out ginger entirely, but it's worth talking to your doctor about how much is safe for you to consume. And remember, everyone's body is different. What works for one person might not work for another. Always listen to your body and consult with healthcare professionals before making any significant changes to your diet or lifestyle. So if you're dealing with any form of blood disorder, it might be wise to limit your ginger intake. Moving on, let's talk about gallstones and how ginger can aggravate this condition. Gallstones are hard, pebble-like deposits that form inside the gallbladder. While they can be silent and cause no symptoms, they can also block the bile ducts, leading to intense pain and potentially serious complications. Now, ginger is widely known for its health benefits. It's a potent anti-inflammatory and antioxidant, and it's been used for centuries to treat a variety of ailments. But when it comes to gallstones, ginger might not be your best friend. Here's why. Ginger has a stimulating effect on the body's production of bile. Bile is a fluid produced by the liver, stored in the gallbladder, and released into the small intestine to help digest fats. In normal circumstances, stimulating bile production can be beneficial. It helps the body break down and absorb fats more efficiently, aiding in digestion and overall health. However, for individuals with gallstones, this is a different story. An increase in bile production can cause gallstones to move, potentially blocking the bile ducts. This can lead to a gallbladder attack, characterized by severe abdominal pain, nausea, and even jaundice. It's a medical emergency that often requires hospitalization and sometimes surgery. In addition, ginger's anti-inflammatory properties can potentially interact with certain medications used to treat gallstones, affecting their efficacy. It's always a good idea to talk to your healthcare provider before starting any new supplement regimen, especially if you have a pre-existing condition like gallstones. As much as we laud ginger for its multitude of health benefits, it's crucial to remember that everything should be taken in moderation and with consideration of individual health conditions. Ginger, like any other food or supplement, isn't universally beneficial for everyone. It's important to know your body, understand your health, and make dietary choices accordingly. Thus, ginger is a no-go for those suffering from gallstones. Interestingly enough, ginger can also pose risks during pregnancy. The spice that's praised for its plethora of health benefits, from easing nausea to reducing inflammation, shows a different side when it comes to pregnancy. You see, ginger contains compounds called gingerols and shogols. These natural chemicals can stimulate muscle contractions in the gut, which is why ginger is often recommended to soothe digestive issues. But, when consumed in excessive amounts, these compounds may also lead to uterine contractions. Now, this isn't necessarily a problem for most of us, but for those who are expecting, it could potentially pose risks. Uterine contractions are part of the natural process that leads to childbirth. But when these contractions occur too early in pregnancy, they can potentially lead to preterm labor, which is a leading cause of neonatal death and long-term neurological disabilities in children. Additionally, ginger has a mild blood-thinning effect, which can increase the risk of bleeding. While this isn't a concern for most people, it's a different story for pregnant women. In the later stages of pregnancy, excessive bleeding can lead to complications, both for the mother and the baby. Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't to say that pregnant women should completely avoid ginger. In fact, small amounts can be quite beneficial, especially in dealing with morning sickness. But, like with most things, moderation is key. The general recommendation is that pregnant women should limit their ginger consumption to no more than 1 gram per day. And, as always, it's best to consult with your healthcare provider before making any significant changes to your diet. So, while ginger is a wonderful spice with many health benefits, it's important to remember that too much of a good thing can sometimes be harmful. This is particularly true for pregnant women who need to be mindful of the potential risks associated with excessive ginger consumption. Expectant mothers, therefore, should be cautious about their ginger consumption. While a little ginger can go a long way in easing pregnancy symptoms, too much could potentially lead to complications. So enjoy your ginger, but do so wisely. Lastly, we're going to discuss how ginger can affect individuals with diabetes. Now, this topic is a bit of a double-edged sword. On one hand, ginger is often praised for its potential to lower blood sugar levels. But on the other hand, this very benefit can turn problematic for people who are on diabetes medication. Let's unravel this a bit, shall we? You see, ginger contains compounds known as gingerols and shogols. These compounds have shown promise in their ability to enhance insulin sensitivity and prevent spikes in blood glucose levels. Sounds great, right? Well, it's not that simple. Imagine you're a diabetic. You're taking medication to regulate your blood sugar levels, and you're also consuming ginger, which has the potential to lower these levels. This combination could potentially cause your blood sugar to dip too low. This condition, known as hypoglycemia, can lead to dizziness, sweating, and even loss of consciousness in severe cases. Now, this doesn't mean that if you have diabetes, you should completely avoid ginger. It's all about balance and careful monitoring. The key is to not overdo it. If you're consuming ginger, it's important to monitor your blood sugar levels regularly and adjust your medication dosage accordingly, under the guidance of your healthcare provider, of course. Also, it's worth noting that the research on ginger's effects on blood sugar levels is still in its early stages. Much of it has been conducted on animals or in laboratory settings, and human studies are somewhat limited. So, while the potential benefits of ginger are promising, they're not yet concrete. In conclusion, ginger, like any other food or herb, can have different effects on different people. It's not a one-size-fits-all solution. So, if you're diabetic, while ginger can be a part of your diet, it's crucial you take it in moderation and monitor your blood sugar levels regularly. Hence, if you're diabetic, it's crucial to monitor your ginger intake. To wrap things up, while ginger holds a plethora of health benefits, it's not suitable for everyone. This root, cherished for its therapeutic properties, can, unfortunately, exacerbate certain health conditions. Let's take a moment to revisit the health conditions that can be worsened by ginger. First, we discussed blood disorders. Ginger, known for its blood-thinning properties, can pose a risk for those dealing with conditions like hemophilia. If you're already taking blood thinners or have a blood disorder, ginger might not be your best friend. Next, we delved into the world of gallstones. Ginger stimulates the production of bile, which is great for digestion but not so great for those with gallstones. The increased bile production could potentially lead to painful gallbladder attacks. Then, we touched on pregnancy. While ginger can be a godsend for morning sickness, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Excessive consumption of ginger during pregnancy may increase the risk of menstrual bleeding, which can lead to complications. Finally, we discussed diabetes. Ginger can lower blood sugar levels, which in theory sounds beneficial for diabetics. However, when combined with diabetes medication, it could potentially cause blood sugar levels to drop too low, a condition known as hypoglycemia. In conclusion, ginger is a remarkable root with a wide array of health benefits, from reducing inflammation to aiding digestion. However, it's not a one-size-fits-all remedy. If you have a blood disorder, gallstones, are pregnant, or have diabetes, it's crucial to be cautious with ginger. Remember, it's essential to consider your personal health conditions before incorporating any food into your diet. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more health tips. Stay healthy, folks.
Hey there, amazing viewers! If you're enjoying this video and want to stay updated with our latest content, make sure to hit that subscribe button below. And don't forget to show your support by smashing that like button.